This episode of Approach the Bar with DanceBeat is sponsored by Paragon Open Dance Sport Championships. Welcome to Approach the Bar with DanceBeat. Now, tonight is a really special evening because I have three of the founder members of the Chippendales with me. And the reason they're here is that we are actually going to talk about some of the events that have just happened at Manhattan Dance Championships in New York. So with me tonight, I am very honoured to have Mr. Klaus.
Good evening. Good evening.
And Klaus actually did a little bit of dancing in the 90s, probably. Okay. Mr. Colin, and he was big in the early 80s.
Oh yeah, it was all hanging out in the 80s, yeah. It was a good time.
Really big. And the main Chippendale himself, he just stripped. Igers, how are you, Bob?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm very, very good. We are going to start tonight by discussing the Pro Latin. Finishing fifth, all the way from Canada, we had Elia and Paulina. And their final placings were 5, 5, 6, 5, 5. Let's get a neutral view first. Klaus.
I mean, for a long time actually, I've really liked these two. Especially, I think Paulina is quite special. I think she's really her feel for dancing. I really love. You know, and it's not just feel; it's also founded in mechanics and timing in her body. I think it's really great. Great result for them. Actually, you were very, very good. And I think quite deserved for how they have improved over the last year or two. Really nice.
That's quite an endorsement. Colin?
Yeah, I when you said a neutral view, what's a neutral view?
Well, we're going to get the Canadian view. Okay, you know. All right.
Yes, a couple that I think I've seen about 18 months ago when they broke onto the scene. They are very appealing. I think they've got a lot. Just recently, I think some things have changed with them. Mm-hmm. I don't say that they've tried to do that, but just in my opinion of following them. And some of those changes, I feel a little bit with the way that they move with music, they get a little bit stuck, a little bit still or stilted, which wasn't there before. Now that can be from, of course, trying to improve on some things, and therefore it starts getting a little bit tighter. But the flow of things, and I think for Paulina, she's a little bit stuck balance-wise, which prevents a continuation of movement. And for me, it's a little bit easier when I'm not judging. I can just choose to look at them for a longer period of time, I guess that. And also, for both of them, I think the flow of movement tends to stop around the waist area, and the upper body area tends to be a bit over-tensed, a little bit, stiff's the wrong word, stilted, perhaps. And therefore, this is a little bit area where I feel that maybe prevents them moving a little bit higher. But I think with work, those things can change.
So this view has been absolutely fantastic. What's the Canadian view on this?
So I think this couple improved in the last year a lot. I think they are going up and up and up, and we are very happy for them. From a perspective of you as a professional, I would like to maybe them. Especially, for example, Ilya, for me, I would like he uses more volume around himself. He's sometimes, he doesn't use a spine, extends, but Paulina, I think she's a great girl, but also I would think she needs to do a little bit more footwork, but the toes especially, but definitely they are improving. They was in a Blackpool third, right? In a Rising Star. Yeah, and I think they are on the right way. They are going up. We are happy for them. Keep going.
It also just highlights how tight it is in the field, right? Because even, let's say, those two couples made the final, but there were some very good couples who didn't make the final. And between, let's say, between 5 and placing number 9, I think there was very little difference.
I think this is exactly what you were talking about. You went back with a headache because it was a hairline decision on what you are going to bring forward, and then when you get those 6, you think, okay, now they're the 6. Sometimes it makes it easier where one of those you didn't have in, so that decision is easier. But in this case, it didn't matter which one was going in; it was going to make your life difficulty. I think you are very right there, Arges, when you talk about the toes. I would like to maybe say with Paulina, maybe foot pressure as well. Sometimes those feet are a little bit tapping on the floor. Doesn't help the balance and doesn't help the flow of the movement.
Okay. Great job, guys. Don't go anywhere, because we're coming right back. This episode of Approach the Bar with DanceBeat is sponsored by Paragon Open Dance Sport Championships.